Hey there berries, welcome to my second PBE video. If you missed the Enchanter one, then look at the comments down below or the description for the other Enchanter item on the new Season 11 changes. For this one we're going to be looking at AP Mage items. We're going to be playing some ZYRA with a Caitlyn in the bot lane, and we're up against the Samira and Nami. So we've already looked at, all the mythic items, the 3 mythic enchanter items and how that interacts with Soraka. And now we're going to be looking at what kind of AP options we have as a support mage. Now, it's going to be really interesting to see if stuff's going to cost too much or even if it's going to be any good. I have absolutely no idea going into this. You should also make note, this isn't even on live servers yet. Everything here is subject to change. I'm sure some of these items have some bug issues as well that we might not know about. So with the old ZYRA build, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do this, but it would be usually a Liandry's priority into a Rallies and then maybe like a Morellonomicon. Now that is usually like the ZYRA build. You can maybe have like a Zhonya's in that as well, but those are like the 4 key items for a ZYRA. Now how much is that going to be shifted into these new items and new names? I have no idea, and I'm very curious to see what we're going to be picking here. Obviously at the start it's going to be a Spell Thief still. We did a Spell Thief item on the Soraka as well, and we saw that got buffed 20 gold per hit up from the 15 from before, but we still have that cap of 1000 gold, so we can get the wards in a little bit quicker, and we'll be able to get a core item a tiny bit quicker potentially as well. But I think Relic Shield also got buffed as well, so both support items have been buffed coming into preseason, and it's still subject to change, but it will likely stay in its state. So the Caitlyn actually in champion section hovered Ignite, and so I ran with Exhaust, but she at the last second switched Ignite into Barrier, which is a little bit of a bait, but it will do. This is definitely going to be a more standard enemy team composition as from the Soraka game when we're up against a Malphite Z bot lane, so this should actually prove to be a little bit more difficult. So let's find Spell Thieves, and then it'd be interesting to see what the recommended items are. Once we walk out of the fountain here, it should change. Okay, we can see them 3 down here. So there's Ludens, Liandry's, and a Cold Staff. Interesting. They all cost 3,400 gold. So that's already, I think, 600 gold more than the enchanter items. But that's the kind of the same state anyway with AP mage builds anyway. The AP items are generally a bit more expensive than the normal enchanter items anyway. But there's no support like mage, new item that they brought in. So there's an active on the Cold Staff which deals 100 magic damage in a cone, slowing enemies by 65% for 1.5 seconds. Enemies at the center of the cone are also rooted. Now that might be quite good against assassins actually. There's a few melee-ish champions on the team. A Cold Staff could be quite interesting to build here. Or we've got a Liandry's, which is your spells cause enemies to burn for 4% of the target's max health damage over 4 seconds. And the mythic passive on the Liandry's is that we get more spell haste every legendary item that we pick up. Also, Liandry's actually has 25 spell haste on, ability haste I should probably say, on as well, so that's kind of interesting. I think the Liandry's is still probably going to be meta there for the ZYRA, but I'm sure that cone, the Cold Staff, the cone on that is probably going to be quite short range anyway. So I don't think we need to get too excited by that. I was thinking that maybe if the assassins dash in, then maybe we can get an extra route out potentially there. That's going to be difficult to land skill shots with this high ping. on these NA servers. Yeah, we're not doing a very good job last hitting here either. Caitlyn's missed a lot already. 2 CS on the Caitlyn at the moment. Gonna need to have a look at what the build path is. Okay, that Samira is overextending like crazy. But there is no kill to be had. If we had Ignite, probably would have been a kill. Toward the river shortly. Let's have a look at this build path. So it's Fiendish Codex with a lost chapter. That's a new build path for the Liandrys. So there's no mask anymore. There's no haunting guys. It's actually a really nice build path for a mage. Just getting the lost chapters are pretty much the same. Fiendish Codex is the same as well. So we are getting the mana regen here as ZYRA in the laning phase is going to be pretty nice. I will say though it hasn't got any health, so we will be, you know, squishier. But I think I prefer that. I wonder if you could maybe get away with not doing mana flow band. Because just purely because of the book option there. Interesting. Caden's still doing a pretty... I think everyone in this game is doing a pretty bad job at last hitting at the moment, but... apart from that, we're doing okay. 10 on Samira, 14 on Caitlyn. Usually at this point in a high elo game it would be like 30s, 40s. It's been a lot of CS missed. Getting some nice hits there. So recall is probably looking like a tome plus control wards potions, maybe boots one as well, and then looking then to finish off for the lost chapter. Hard to CS for this lag. I mean, some of these people are going to be in North America anyway, so the ping might not be as high anyway. Depends where people are playing from. I guess it's going to be some more like Eastern European countries playing as well. So their ping is going to be even higher. Quite lucky being in the UK, closest point possible to NA in Europe. Shame there's no Caitlyn trap for that, but we're doing a good job handling the Samira at the moment. We need to look at recalling soon, but having 430 gold already on the ZYRA with the spell thieves is noticeable. Like if we can squeeze out a ward here. Like I only need 3 gold to get quest, like to actually get wards in at this rate. It's actually pretty insane. If I just do this randomly. Wait, is Caitlyn in range? Yeah, she is, just about. So we've completed our, like, you know, the most important part of this quest already. Let's just reset now. 6 minutes 58 seconds to get wards in. It's a huge like recall. Having 3 wards in my inventory this early on is massive. So we can get boots, control ward, and we'll buy a lucky health potion. That's an okay first buy. Bit of movement speed there, some extra mana. Definitely not going to have any mana issues in lane with this crystal and the mana flow band anyway. Then once we get that lost chapter in, we're going to have a little bit of ability haste there as well. Could probably prioritize the Fiendish Codex actually, depending on the gold, on how quickly if we die here. Oh, my bad. For some reason I thought I actually hit that route there. Caitlin's taking her time here to get to this CS. Root landing. Smear dash is pretty big. Echo's still looking to come down. Yeah, that Samira dash is huge, isn't it? Liandry isn't affected by slows now anymore, is it? Oh, it's just a flat 4%. It's quite a decent Liandry's buff. Although I do wonder if this is the best option to go into, because it's going to prioritize more on tanks, since it's based off targets max HP. Luden's actually gives you 30% movement speed now. Liandry's burn scales of AP. Wow. Burn for 65 plus 4% of the target's max health. Yeah, this Liandry's buff is so nice. Something going on there with the Talon. I think just because ZYRA applies so many micro hits anyway, the Liandry's is probably still going to be worth it. Eve is still level 5. Need to start thinking about her soon though, because she must be hitting 6 very shortly. It's a flash. They might be able to kill the Nami. Can we get anything here? Nah, Caitlin's got no mana. Ugh. It's so slippery. If only if we had Ignite. Almost completed this support quest item as well. It's pretty insane. I actually need to get some wards down. It's lacking a bit. Should have also bought oracles as well. Okay. And Scuttle Shield is interesting. There are items now that remove shields now, right? Or to do more damage to shields or something. Maybe that's why they've done that on the Scuttle. Interesting. Alright, that's the lost chapter. And how much are sock shoes? Yeah, we can get the sock shoes that still has magic penetration on, and I'll grab another control ward here. So this is what a like laning phase item spike is then on ZYRA then. Lost chapter, sock shoes, we've got 10 ability haste, which is 9% cooldown reduction. It's very strange having cooldown reduction on ZYRA because that was something that you never had. Maybe you ran Transcendence and that would give you like 10. But cooldown reduction on ZYRA, unless you're playing like with Illudens for farming waves. Yeah, like cooldown reduction isn't a thing on ZYRA, so it's going to be quite interesting to see how that impacts her actually in the role in general. Same with Brand as well. Brand never really had cooldown reduction either. And with Liandry seemingly having quite a bit. This will be a support quest completion here. Very cool. Finally she dies after basically committing suicide there. Big oof. Don't know why she kind of ran it down there. And hey Crumb and anyone else that's just joined the live stream, hope you guys are enjoying the special PBE stream that we're doing right now. Let's have a look then. So we've got enough for Fiendish Codex, that will give us some more cooldown reduction. That'll probably put us around 18-17% cooldown reduction, I'd imagine. We can have a quick look at that in a second. Well, that's interesting. I had clicked that item, the control word, but I didn't have enough gold. So this purchase button was grayed out. But then when I did have enough gold, it was still grayed out until I clicked the item again. Yeah, some glitchy stuff there. So we're in 20 ability haste right now, which is 17% cooldown reduction. So it does fall off extremely harshly after the first 10. On a full Liandry's completion, we will get 25 haste. I'm not sure if we actually want to contest around here. Pantheon is dead. It's a 4-man ult. Can we get out of this? Yeah. Okay, it's another flash. Still got some plants here. Oh, that flash. Alright, good. Some fancy feet work there. Should secure us the dragon. How much is the conversion cost? 1.2k gold now. To get to complete the Liandry's itself, it's going to take a little while. What are those boots I have? Sork shoes. They're exactly the same stats as current. I think all the boots... Might be wrong, but from what I've seen at least anyway, the boots seem the same. Just the image has changed. Alright, we can kind of back off here. I haven't really got anything to buy here though. There's just nothing really to do on the map at the moment. Not sure if we're going to do the blue buff or not. I think tabbies are different. Let's have a quick look. Okay, that's annoying. Am I spelling it wrong? Ninja tabbies aren't even in the game. Plated steel caps. Can we rename to plated?
3 months with the best berry in the bushel.
Hey Donkels, thank you for the 3 months. Much appreciated. I'm forgetting that there isn't Evelyn walking around stealth. Nearly got the Andrews.
Yay, Bizzle Heart.
Thanks for the resubs, chat. Can we help here? I think I can Oh, I did get it. Nice. Good, good, good. Hey, Pinned and Crumb, thank you for resubbing. Thank you, guys. Not really doing a whole lot here. But I do have enough for, Liandry's. Oh, and Eden, thank you for the 5 gifted subs as well. Thanks, chat.
Edenis has added 5 to the berry bush.
That's very kind of you guys. That's, yeah. Thank you. Alright, so we've got the Liandry's in now. Let's have a look at the recommend items after that now. So there's another burn item.
Happy birthday.
So there's deal ability damage to a champion. Dealing ability damage to a champion causes them to take another burn. 2% of their max health as magic damage. Should die. I got the blue buff. Noise. No, 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 no. Jack, save me, please. Alright, we're good. A bit spicy there, playing with the Evelyn. But yeah, there's another item with a burn effect there, and I think it gives you tank stats if I read that right. That's very interesting. Might help against assassins. This will be tier 2. Drake's up in 1 minute. I need more control words, especially against the Evelyn. So yeah, sorry, I was a bit confused by this item. It's a 3,000 gold item. Zonya's is only 2.5k? Wow.
Happy birthday, Berry X.
Thank you, Ellen. Thank you for the 200 bits as well. So there's no spell haste, it's just raw damage and health. You gain 20 armor and magic resistance for the duration. Plus 5 armor and magic resist for each additional champion affected. That sounds pretty cool. We'll go for that. And try out the double burn effect. So that's going to be 79 plus 4% of the target's max health plus another 2%, and we get tank stats as well. It is just quite expensive. It does sound quite nice. But let's see how this plant does in terms of this Liandry damage. Kinda stopped a little bit. Behind you. Didn't even land the root there. The Liandry's burn damage, even though it seems higher than what current is, it doesn't seem higher. I am wondering if Luden's is actually more worth it if the enemy team doesn't have any tanks like this team does. But Liandry's will always be good against neutral objectives though, like the Dragon and Baron though. And we're not having a Rylai's as well, so we're not going to have like the kiting potential as previous ZYRA. It's just more, it's more damage basically. That's what we're exchanging some utility for more damage. What on earth is this item? 100 AP, damaging a champion with a non-targeted ability at over 750 range, or immobilizing them reveals the target and increases your damage dealt to them by 10% for 6 seconds. What? Is it like a Zoe item? 750 range? I'm not even sure like how far away that is. It must be massive.
Want another shot?
Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna walk into that bush. Behind us. You really think I'm that stupid? Like, yeah, champions like Xerath and stuff. Yeah, okay. And Nidalee and Vel'Koz. Right. Interesting trying the item on against like a Twitch maybe. It's very expensive though, like or an Evelyn. Nice. Getting very close to this demonic embrace. I'm gonna take some chickens here. Also works off of mobilizations as well, yeah, so the root would work too. I shouldn't take the red buff, that's a bit BM. Krog's looks new. Wait, we're doing so much damage to these camps? 12 gold per mini Krog now? Alright, so we've completed one legendary item, so it means our mythic on the Liandrys means we get another 5% spell haste as well. We're now on 23% cooldown reduction. Now it's the Apex scope has been recommended. Maybe like, I think in a normal game against all of these assassins, like I probably would have taken a Zhonya's at this point. So let's just go to Zhonya's route, I think. How much tanky I'm getting? We've got 90. What? I had 95 armor there. I kind of want to leave it on the stat page rather than the rune page now. I want to see that in effect. So as long as we've got a burn on any champion, we're going to get pretty decent base stats. It's going to mitigate one lethality item from every assassin. Don't think we can necessarily look to end here. 68-37. Someone walk into those. Uh-oh. Oh, the fruit predict. Oh no, please stop chasing me. Oh, I wanna keep minting. Spam pinging me back, man. I have every right to be here. I'm a free plant. How much burn is that doing? I can imagine that with Teemo mushrooms could be quite fun. So I think this has a 0.25 AP ratio on the base damage there as well. Oh, it also shreds the magic resistance by 5% per second as well. I've always said that there needs to be an item in League that needs to shred MR. Like old Wit's End kinda did that. There we go. So if you got a heavy AP team. So if you got a heavy AP team, then someone on your team needs to have Liandrys that can apply a lot. That will help out quite a lot. What soul did we get? Oh, we got Infernal Soul. Nice. Yeah, I think I would like to try a Luden ZYRA against non-tanks and see kind of what the difference is. But that was a nice look into the AP items. I think that's what Riot has been trying to do with those mythic items. Is like, you know, if there's no tanks on the enemy team, then it's not necessarily that you need Liandrys. Unless you have a lot of magic damage on your team, because then you'll need the Liandrys then to start shredding magic resistance off the enemy, because that's what they'll be stacking. But yeah, if there's no tanks on the enemy team and they're not taking magic resistance, then I think Ludens actually might be an interesting option. And then something else there, I'm not too sure, but on terms of like the next legendary item, but it's definitely an interesting look change on the mage front now. How it's potentially not necessarily a Liandry's first item now. Like Ludens as a first item is actually potentially possible. Interesting. Wow. Okay. That's like old kind of like brand numbers there. Maybe support mages are gonna be OP. I mean, it's just one game sample. Let's not get too overexcited, but wow. I don't think I've ever done like that proportionate of damage different with ZYRA before. So yeah. But you know, we didn't die. We had 8 kills. So you know, I hope you guys enjoyed that game. I'll be doing a tank one. I've already done an enchanter video. So keep an eye out for the tank support item video for the PvE. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to follow, and don't forget to stay very awesome. So yeah, gonna make sure we do. Probably end up doing a Pike / Senna game as well, just to throw that into the mixes. Those 2 champions in particular are quite unique in the item pool in terms of items, but this is giving me and hopefully giving you guys a good overlook in terms of what is going to be new in season 11. So yeah.